Hey guys, Jim here with another in the series of overrated, underseen, or forgotten movies that I think you should see. This is volume 4. We're going to get into these pretty quickly. They're in alphabetical order. I'm not going to get too much into the details of the plots, but if you do have any questions about any of these movies, please feel free to give me any kind of questions in the comments. I'll be happy to discuss these with you. So these are in alphabetical order, and we're going to begin right away. The first one is Brain Dead. Not the Peter Jackson Brain Dead. This is a low-budget Roger Corman Studios produced movie. Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman star in this, among others. This is a crazy, insane movie. I can't really go into the plot too much without giving it away, but if you like movies that really mess with your head, this one's for you. This is a Shout Factory release. It's readily available. It's pretty cheap. Next, we probably have the most famous of the movies I'm going to mention. Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. This was directed by Sam Peckinpah, and it stars the great Warren Oates. The general gist of this movie is a drug lord finds out that his daughter is pregnant and sends out a $1 million bounty on Alfredo Garcia, the man who got her pregnant, and wants the head. And a bunch of hitmen go after it, and chaos ensues. This is a classic movie, but unfortunately, like a lot of great movies, it just doesn't get talked about that much anymore. So, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. This is a Kino title, and you should check it out. This one is probably the most recent of all these movies. This is called Free Fire. Great cast. This is directed by Ben Wheatley. And this is definitely an action movie. It's an hour and a half long. And probably an hour of that is literally people shooting at each other in a warehouse. This movie's insane. But it's a lot of fun. It's not going to win any Oscars, but it's a lot of fun. So that's Free Fire. This movie's hilarious. This is the Kentucky Fried Movie. This came out in 1977. John Landis directed it. Written by the Zucker brothers and Jim Abrahams. They're the guys that did Airplane and The Naked Gun. This movie is not politically correct. It is not intended for young audiences. It is rated R for a reason. It is absolutely hysterically funny. Again, this is another Shout Factory release. It is still available. This movie's great. If you have a chance to check this out, do. It's hilarious. And last but not least comes the biggest recommendation of these 5 movies. Walter Hill's incredible Southern Comfort. This is another Shout Factory release. Although I know Arrow is coming out with a 4K soon, but this movie gets compared a lot to Deliverance because it has to do with people being chased through the wilderness by the locals for whatever reason. This to me is better than Deliverance. I know that's sacrilegious to a lot of people, but they're totally different movies. This is almost a war movie set in Louisiana. But if you've never seen Southern Comfort, do yourself a favor. Check it out. It is a great movie with great performances across the board, especially from the 2 leads, Powers Booth and Keith Carradine. The 2 of them are absolutely terrific together. Also a shout out to Fred Ward, who plays one of the villains in this movie. And yeah, Southern Comfort is an absolutely fantastic movie. So anyways, that's the 5 movies I'm recommending for this particular episode. If you like these movies, if you don't like these movies, any kind of questions at all, please leave it in the comments. And I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good night.